It is no more news that we people of this century don't want to care about anything called history. We abhor it in as much as it doesn't affect our being, our livelihood. We enjoy luxury lives and pleasure more than anything. However, whether we want or not, that doesn't stop us from understanding what is going on around us. Irrespective of whether we want to take action or not, we must understand what is going on in our society, in our environment, and even in our body system. Because we are going to be accountable for the future generation, we must be ready to tell somebody what is going on. Whether you do or not, you must understand this. And that is what I'm going to show you now. What is wrong in Valentine? First, let's look at it from the Christian perspective. Now I'm talking to you, Christian. Later, it is going to be general. The Bible said you should have no other God before me. And when you take the book of Romans chapter 8, verse 1 says, therefore there is no condemnation for those that are in Christ, for those that are walking according to the Spirit. So if you live by the Spirit, you shall live. But if you live by the flesh, you shall die. So the Spirit and the flesh are countering each other so that you won't know what to do. The flesh don't want you to do the things of the Spirit, and the Spirit will not give room for the flesh. You can't worship two gods together. Now, what if I not tell you that Valentine is idolatry? Jesus said, thou shalt not worship two masters. It is either you take one or leave the other. Now, it is either you take God or leave the idol. Valentine is one of it. And how it is, forget the story they were telling. Forget the kind of background they were given to this feast, that it was originated by a priest called St. Valentine. Forget all those history. Now look at it from this perspective. There was a festival called Supercalia. They were worshipping that in memory of the founders of Rome, who are Romulus and Remus. Those were the two founders of Rome. They were the one they were using this particular feast to remember. It is not to regard any priest or to talk of anybody. Even Valentine during the 3rd century that they were talking about, the people that were bearing Valentines are more than one. Actually, they were up to 3, called Valentinus. Though we heard that Valentine played a major role in joining people that were separated, that were banned from marrying, we heard that he played a major role in joining them together and preparing a secret marriage for them, and that was for couples. The history of Supercalia, which was Christianized into Christianity, was that every 14th or 15th of February was the day they did that feast. They killed a goat and even a dog and strip the hair of that goat, dip the hair into a blood and splash it on the body of every woman with the mindset that they will become productive. It means it is a god of fertility. They use that to worship the god of fertility. That is why you must be careful. There are lots that are going on underground that you don't know, but you must know. Valentine has many things under it. It is no more a celebration or remembrance of St. Valentine again. And even if it is the remembrance of Valentine, it is also wrong. Because thou should not reference anybody as your father on earth. Only God you should reference. If at all you want to remember anybody for any good, it must be Christ. Though doesn't disprove the fact that there are many of us, there are many heroic or great men among us that are doing fine. But now separating a day particularly to commemorate or engage in a sexual activities like this is totally wrong. And it is part of the plan of Satan that you should ignore the facts so that you can perish with him. You Christian must take care of it and note this. It is idolatry. Whether you do it as a couple, you ignore how they were doing it in the world. Don't have the mindset that you are doing a right thing. Every day is a couple day. If you want to organize a day for your family, between you and your lover, you should do that between you and your lover, and don't have it in mind that it is accepted by Christ. And if anything is not accepted by Christ or approved by any of the apostles, you should know that it is an heresy, and that apostasy is punishable by destruction. That means if you continue doing it, at the end of the world, you will be part of those that will be destroyed, irrespective of how faithful you are in your journey of Christianity. Care must be taken. That is the first message to you, Christian.